Hello, my beautiful friends. That was weird. Gabe here from drumbeatsonline.com, a website that helps you become a better drummer. And today, oh my gosh, we are changing everything. As many of you know at this point, this is not what this background looks like anymore, and that is because we have added acoustic treatment to this entire studio. But today I thought I would put it to the test by doing some tests. Does acoustic treatment actually make a difference to your space? And on top of that, does it do anything for soundproofing? Does it actually make your space quieter? So before I go ahead and install the acoustic treatment, I figured we would get some before clips. So we are gonna first start off by testing vocals. How is this going to impact how my voice sounds, how echoey or reverby it is in the studio space? So we are gonna test it from a few different audio sources. One is going to be from my lavalier mic, one is going to be from the camera audio, and another one is a zoom mic that's just beyond this camera to capture a little bit more of that room sound. So this is audio test number one. This is generally how loud I talk. I'm talking right now. And now I'm talking a little bit louder. Louder, louder. Clap test. And this is audio test number two. I'm a little bit farther away from the camera, clearly, and the microphone beyond the camera. And this is what it sounds like. Loud, loud, loud. And this is the clap test. Now I am all the way over here in this back corner, so I'm sure it is a lot more reverby, a lot more echoey, no matter how you put it. But this is what it's like if I'm loud. Loud, loud. That must have been incredibly annoying, but hopefully a little bit enlightening. All right, so now we are going to take this test to the drums. We're going to have a few different examples. We're gonna start off with more of a groove, so nothing super loud on the drums. And then we are going to really rock out and play really heavy. I wanna see if my neighbors are gonna hate me any less with the acoustic treatment. So let's see what these tests sound like. All right, so here we are in the brand new space. You have seen it before, hopefully, and maybe now we can start to tell a little bit of a difference in sound, because as cool as this all looks, at the end of the day, we want it to not only sound awesome, but also have some sound isolation so that all my neighbors don't hate me that much. They probably hate me a little bit. So now let's run the tests back. We'll do an A/B comparison of the voice tests, the clap tests, and the drum tests to see what all these acoustic differences are, the quality of the sound, maybe even the volume of the sound. So this is audio test number one. So here is voice test number one. This is generally how loud I talk. This is generally how loud I talk. I'm talking right now how loud I talk still. And now I'm talking a little bit louder. And now I'm talking even louder again. Louder again. Louder again. Clap test. And this is audio test number two. Now this is the revised voice test number two. I'm a little bit farther away from the camera, clearly. Hopefully there is much less echo. And the microphone beyond the camera, maybe it even sounds better. And this is what it sounds like loud. I'm talking loud. Loud, 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 and hopefully it still sounds better. And this is a clap test. Now I am all the way over here in this back corner. Now I'm in the corner again. So I'm sure it is a lot more reverby, a lot more echoey. And this time it probably sounds way better. No matter how you put it, probably sounds way better. This is what it's like if I'm loud. And I'm being loud again. Loud. Again. Loud. Again. Didn't think that you would be able to tell that I changed into pajama pants, but you can definitely tell. Okay, so let's talk about the difference between acoustic treatment and soundproofing. What the heck is the difference between these two? Well, acoustic treatment is specifically treating your room for sound, but this doesn't necessarily make it quieter from the outside. So take, for example, something like this. Now, this is going to break up the sound waves within the room. So generally when you hear something really reverb, it's sound bouncing all over the room. Now, when the sound waves hit this, it's going to break them up and eliminate some of that reverb and treat the room. But because this is a hard material, this isn't really going to do much for keeping sound out of the room. So it's going to be good for acoustic treatment, which is going to control the sound, but it's going to be bad for soundproofing because sound is still going to get out of the room. Then you have your acoustic foam, which is really thin, pretty squishy, so it's going to absorb a lot of the sound waves, and it is going to keep some of the sound in the room, but because of how thin it is and how squishy, it's going to do a little bit for soundproofing, but not a ton. So a little bit of both with this. With what I'm using in this studio, it's a little bit of a combination. So here on the front, you have something that is actually breaking up the sound waves, acoustically treating the room, but it's also really densely packed material. So it's not super squishy. So it does actually soundproof and keep a lot of the sound from bleeding out. So it actually does a great job of treating the room while also soundproofing the room. But you can get as creative as you want. You can use mattresses or hang blankets, and this is all going to make a difference in your sound and potentially even soundproof your room a little bit too. But what sound did you like better overall? Let me know in the comment section below. For me, where I'm teaching a lot of lessons, having clarity of my voice is huge. I think my voice sounds way better now with the acoustic treatment in the studio. When it comes to drums, there's no doubt that you get a pretty massive sound out of the kit with a really open space. However, that's good for just one sound. I really appreciate the fact that I can have versatility. I can always add reverb and bigger sounds and room mics into my mix. But if you only have natural reverb, you can't really take that away. But there is no doubt that what I have here is really controlling my sound and soundproofing it quite a bit. If you want to check out exactly what I'm working with in this studio, all the links are in the description below. But thank you again for watching this video. I really appreciate it. You can click right here if you want to get a free course to improve your hand speed in just 5 days. Stay true as always, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.